Welcome back in Westeros, everyone. Another episode from Game of Thrones Winter is coming. In this episode, I just want to show you guys a few things, basic things about starting the rallies, creating and changing formations, and of course choosing which type of troops you needed for the rally. And this is all working against other players, dragons, rebel camps, and some of the main castles. Is all basic structure is very similar, and most of the time is the same. It's just all depends on your situation, on your teammates, how many players want to join your rally, what kind of research you've done. Yeah, research is actually very important here. I will show you a few things about it, but the main point of this video is and some players want to join or want to do the rallies, but sometimes they don't know which button to press to change some things, and which are very easy. As long as you're going to watch this video, you're going to be far more better. And sometimes some of the players creating, actually many of them, getting lots of mistakes about setting up the commanders for the right rally, because there's a big difference between attacking the players and a big difference between creating the rally against the dragon. For example, it's a very big thing about between all those two is time. It's time, because when you're attacking and fighting with other players, they might respond with countermeasures, something different. They want to defend, they want to get kill many troops as possible from your side. So it all depends, and it's really fast if both players are online. So this is huge difference on this one. But let's start with the basics. Alright, just before I'm gonna start the rally itself, I just want to let you know, guys, that I'm not the GoTWiC professor. I'm not showing off here, or I'm not the strongest player here. I'm not the big spender as well, so just make sure that you understand the purpose of this video. Also, if I'm gonna do the good work, then I hope some of you at least gonna appreciate it. Okay, there is a lot of things going on when it comes to rallies, and like I said on the beginning, a big difference, huge difference between the fighting against a camp, which doing absolutely nothing, is just waiting for you to destroy it, and active players. But to practice, I think, is one of the best way is you can practice few rallies. Just ask some of your teammates. I think they shouldn't mind at all on some weak camps, because the amount of troops what you might lose on it is very low, so everything gonna be okay. Definitely some of the stronger players gonna be happy about if you're gonna do things like this, because they're gonna see actually you're willing to get better, to prepare yourself for the future fights. And I think this is gonna be appreciated during the battle itself, because later if everyone is in trouble or wanted to do some fights with others, they not gonna see any silly kind of questions on the chat during the battles. Okay, I think it is quite important. Let's not forget that in GoTWiC actually is a war game. It's not gathering resources game. It's a big part of it is gathering resources, but just to get stronger. Okay, all the research and everything is in this game is created so we all gonna get stronger for better battles and more fun. Okay, so let's just say we're gonna want to rally on this camp. Level 2 is very small. Let's just get this. It's always cost just a little bit of a gold, so this is really not doesn't matter in this point, because gold, that amount of gold what we're sending our scout on is very cheap. Then we're going to our mail and we see the basic information about that camp. For example, right here, then we know then what kind of chest we can get after fighting with that. What commanders are not that important here. Maybe they are more important on a very high level if you are attacking the highest camp, the very strong camp. But actually, except that, there's actually more point about, of course, army itself, fortifications. But the army is the biggest problem here. What kind of level are you going against to? If you're gonna send these weak units, or your rally not gonna be full with other troops, then it's no point to attack too strong camp. Of course, in stronger camp, then better, because the rewards are absolutely different. Sometimes we got event and we can get really lots of blue diamonds from it. But let's just stick with what we're supposed to do. So this one is absolutely perfect. Why? Because it's only one type of unit. It's a different level of it because it's level 1, 2 and 3, but still the most majority here is T2. You can see the numbers, and what you can do here in this situation is perfect. You set up very clear commanders what you want to send against a camp like this. You want to make everyone sure that losses on that kind of rally gonna be far less than if instead of sending a mixture of troops, which is very common mistake in here. Okay, so we're gonna click on that. There is a chords here, and then we start the rally. The rally is minimum 2 lords, 2 players have to go for the rally, by the way. So you're choosing the time. 5 minutes is when the team is active. The 10 minutes, I think the rallies are the most uncommon because we have a lovely update. That was actually very good thing what they provide us in the game. Then we set up the rally for 60 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. We can send it right away whenever we want it. Important part of this, remember guys, then if you're going to practice or do the rallies on a rebel camp, if you click on it, it's right here, is that timer on it. How much time is left until the rebel gonna reset, it's gonna disappear. It's very important on a very active kingdom when players and teams trying to grab the big rebel camps with the better rewards. So this is sometimes very important, to not miss that little detail, but important one. Okay, let's go back. We're gonna set up the 10 minutes one, and depends on your research. You can have your formations ready. You can have your talents prepared for it. You can have all the troops what you need for the rally already. We're not gonna do this right now because that's really not important. We're choosing the best what we can. Of course, this was only infantry in there, so we're definitely not gonna send those troops. We're clearing this out, and we're choosing the best cavalry commanders we can find in our group right here. Of course, if you don't have a setup like this, you don't worry about it because it's only matters of time until you're gonna get to that point. Is again, we all been there, okay? Also had to do it my way, it's a long way because I play almost for a year, and getting that experience for your commanders, getting the medals, getting them on the proper color, like you can see the mango. I don't have this commander on the gold yet because I didn't have a chance to join the proper event and proper time. Of course, adding the correct dragon, I want to say the correct dragon. We're not going to send a small one because the bigger one have a better damage. So I think it's very wise to use this, and of course with the proper skills. If the dragon is with the whole infantry or bow attack, it's not going to be so much use compared to the dragon when we have all the bonuses for the attack for cavalry, in this situation at least. Okay, so we got our nice percentage. Don't forget then your lord need to be set up for this as well. And then we confirm. And we of course have to choose the troops. I don't have enough cavalry in this moment, but this is well enough. You can always mix with something. T1s are not that necessarily, again, depends on your situation. I think if somebody prefer T3 and T2 or a little bit, but T1s are okay. It's just a first shield, first meat, especially I adding them because I don't have enough cavalry itself, and I don't want it in this rally. I absolutely don't want it. Any infantry, any bows. Bows. Why the people sending bows in the rallies? I have no idea. It's just waste. Okay, and everything else here is just not necessary at all. Okay, next what you have to do is trying to get your configuration according to the formation, because if you're gonna by any bad chance gonna send a mix of troops, is better than the first wave is against the correct unit. If there is infantry inside, so we're sending cavalry because the cavalry is the best against infantry. That's very logical and simple, right? So in this one, you can see then right now I got cavalry set up and spears, but I'm not using the spears, so it doesn't matter really. We're setting this up, and now is very important part, because if I go in here, this is all the settings for that rally, and I already have the settings. Then I only want a cavalry from level 3 and 4, the T3, T4. Okay, and here is my dragon. So here is the magical button, what everyone should know. Then this is the changes in settings. Whatever you want to do, this is the thing. You click on that, and here is the very important part of rallies. So if you don't want any, for example, T4s in this rally, you just unclick that. And you're choosing whatever units, types and stuff you want. This is after that one of the updates, because from the beginning of the game, that option wasn't there. So these days it's far more easy to do anything. You can send it like this from T1 to T4. You can just unclick one of those. It all depends on you. Of course, in stronger units, then better. So if your team is not strong enough, I think this setup is very correct. And then you click save. You got 3 attempts a day, but this is, I think, good enough to just get you started. Remember, if in the camp gonna be different troops, we're gonna do another rally after this one. And you know, you can adjust your settings and your commanders and your settings with formation as well. And this is the important part, guys. And try to imagine then if you're gonna put for the settings, for example, let's just do it again. We're gonna put like bows right here. Then what's the point of it if our commanders are all set up? The best bonuses for the cavalry. Okay, we've done everything to attack and destroy the enemy the best way as possibly we can. So this is the way. And we don't want to mix troop. If somebody gonna add a mix of commanders here with spears, with a bow, that's really big mistake, because the losses of the troops gonna be higher, or you might even lose an entire rally. This all depends, of course, on your teammates. That my teammates already know that I'm doing the rally just on the purpose of this video, so they probably not want to join. But this is the thing, okay? And if somebody will be right here, and let's say then the rally is totally full of troops, we can just press the big green button, attack now, and we're just waiting for results. So this is absolutely the best thing what you can do. Of course, we know all the some of the players got paid commanders, and they are far more stronger. So you always have to look what kind of commander, what kind of things gonna give you. If I have any better commanders to replace that, then for sure I would, but I don't. Okay, so in this case, she gives us 30% defense for the cavalry. He's gonna give us the health for cavalry. He's gonna give us also the attack. So this is what you're looking for. If I've got some commander when he's gonna give us research, a gold, a training speed, then that kind of commander is definitely not gonna be here. Okay, we're gonna cancel this, and let's grab another one. This is a little bit too big, because some players, if they see that there's a bigger the rally against bigger camp, then they want to join. They really have a more stronger feeling to join, because they don't want to waste their space for the chest and the castle just for over nothing. Okay, then they want to grab some good resources or speed ups or something. Now, the prices are very cool. You can actually see that this is the example what you might receive from the camp. Okay, you can see the mega big difference as bit from the camp 2 and camp 4. It's a very big thing. Okay, let's just try to find maybe level 3. I can destroy level 5 as well, but the losses are a little bit too high, and if the rally is not itself full of troops, correct troops, then it's sometimes no point to send it. It's all changing with some of the updates of the game. More updates, we have more options. We all can get far more stronger, and might be a difference. Okay, we're doing the same thing. We scout first. When you get strong enough, you don't have to scout level 2, 1 and 2. Level 3 is still better to do it. Even if you're sending T4s and stuff. Why? Because you have to think about other teammates as well. You're just not being selfish. So the scout is very fast. Doesn't matter what you scout, if it's that camp or it's other players. There's even some battles on for the resources sometimes. We're checking this out. And in this situation we got better chest because it's level 9. We got again I actually found that there is only infantry inside, so it's perfect, but you can see then it's absolutely big difference in the numbers. It's no more T1s, it's T3 are majority here and gonna be far more harder to destroy it. But again, if you're gonna do the proper setup and you don't need the gold commanders for it, then you're still gonna be far more better set up if against, for example, the player who will try to destroy it with the bow commanders and a mix of troops. So if you're gonna go, you go with the cavalry against this. Let's find something else so you're gonna see the difference, because this is very, very important. I've been in a few teams already in this game and I saw this many times. Let's not forget the many other players want to join us in the game, so we need to think about those who are coming and want to enjoy, want to make some rallies, want to practice. I think it's gonna be good for everyone. Right, so we're waiting for the scout. When it comes to dragons, the best I think combination on this depends on the rally leader, on the level of the dragon, and also why rally leader. The common sense of making the rally is sending the stronger players with the best setups, settings and research on the army, but also his commanders itself. They are very important. That's why, like I keep saying about the mixing and sending the bows are not good against infantry. You might win, but still this is not the best thing to do. Okay, we got that. All right. So this is perfect, because now we got the chest is nice, is the same thing, but here is more troops and it's totally messed up. So what's the situation? You guys trying to figure out if it's definitely correct setup right here. Sometimes, although you see it here, then infantry might be at the front, but it's not always the case. Sometimes they switching places. I never seen it myself, but I know it happens. That's why some of the teams sending the like a trial rally, sending one troop, 2 players just sending for 1 troop each, and then they checking out if it's okay. This is very good thing to do against the big and strong camps, because later you just really don't want to lose any troops over nothing. In this situation, I just was assuming then this is infantry and then is it cavalry. The another two types of those troops doesn't important for me, because this camp is weak. I'm strong enough to destroy it, but if I will be just close to it, then I'll be worried about everything, of course. But still, against camp is not the same as going against the player. The player got far more better statistics when it comes to defense, attack, and everything else, and the gear, lord, talents is all important. Camps are very, very, very easy to learn from it and destroy it. So in this situation, we're gonna send the cavalry first with the spears behind. So how are we gonna do that? We're clicking help for the teammates as always. We're pressing the rally again, 10 minutes. And now, for example, my setup is ready. So I want to send the cavalry and spears. If the spears will be first, sorry, 1 second. Let's check again, just to make sure, because I've done it so many rallies today already. If the cavalry will be on the front and the infantry will be behind, then we just have to slightly change the formation, the combination for it, So this is definitely worth it to actually do the research. I'm going to show you which one. Let's just do it this quickly. So we got that setup. We're choosing the commanders. If you don't have that research done, then you're just choosing the correct commanders what you want to send. And you see in this situation, yes, cavalry is infantry is on the front, so we want more cavalry to be going against them. We're not going to set up like this, okay? More, for example, spearmen. We're not going to set this up. Why? Because spearmen are not so good, and we needed first wave to be the strongest. So this situation is good, and we have, although we have most of the cavalry commanders, then we have Varys. Varys is very good to help. It's free. It's got that research speed and stuff, but also you got spearman attack 30% on it. So this is what is count. And we don't want to change Mango with, for example, Shayla or someone. We don't want to do stuff like this. Although she's gold and he's purple, because Shayla, she gonna give us bowman attack on 30%, which is cool, but is not the point here. She is not the one who's gonna do any kind of job for us. We're choosing that one, or if we can choose some other spearman like Gorel, which has got better statistics as well right now. So this is gonna be the perfect setup, unless you got something better than me, of course. And now you can see then the army size, you got that kind of power what you might send against this. You got the marching time. Marching time, of course, you can always have the better research, which I don't have at the moment, but in the future, the stronger we're gonna get, then all those numbers and everything gonna change. So you don't have to be worried about if you can't destroy this yet, or you're just close to it, or you're just actually planning to destroy something stronger, because it's gonna be all the same thing. The only thing what might change for you is you're gonna send stronger commanders and stronger army. You're gonna send not T3, you're gonna choose T4s. So you're gonna confirm that. And if we're going for that settings again, so right now I got only cavalry because the previous rally, okay, and that will be a mistake. You don't forget then your teammates might not have enough cavalry to send in just one go. They can send, for example, 100,000, but they got only 50,000. So it's another part of that army which can join will be a waste. So in this situation, we definitely will want to change something like this, or without that. So if everyone is strong enough, okay. So we change this, and this is already all the players can see then you made that changes. It's not like it's invisible. It's all showing right here. I think they're supposed to have a little bit stronger color on it for the some of people got a little bit worse with the eyes, but this is all the thing. And again, if they're gonna join or send they can't send the wrong troops. This is the beauty of it. I really was loving that update what they done for us. It's been a while already, but that was the point, right? This is always chatting with your teammates. Why are you sending these troops? Don't send that, don't send that. And the others was ignoring you. And it's not the case only in GoTWiC. It's also in games like March of Empires or Warzones or some other crap. All the time the same was problem with that. So I was very, very happy. Then we have more option to control without, asking, chatting. I will be very nice in the future to set up some kind of limits, how many players, not only how many players can join this, we got that, and how many troops we can send in total, because of our bannerman hall depends on that level, right? You need to this is one of the first buildings which you need blue diamonds to make it stronger and fast enough, like before many others, because that's gonna get you actually the point when your army is big enough what you can send against camp or other players. And so this is just set up for me right now. You can see that nobody's joining again because of this is the sample. All they might have already the chest. So another thing what is important, communication. Go on a chat, ask what's going on, ask before you start the rally. You can ask if anyone wanted to do the rally. That things helps as well. remember about this bottom, because this is it. This is a very important part. It's the same important as sending the correct commanders or sending the correct formation. If you want to send a wrong formation, then you're gonna have again big losses. So it's far more better to sometimes look at the research, and let's have a look on that right now. I'm gonna cancel this so and nobody get confusion, but let's jump to the research tower. When you enter your master tower, it's very clear where and which research you're supposed to look after it. Of course, the army and how powerful you are and what kind of units you want to train and do and use in the game. That's totally, I think, nobody making that kind of mistake. But later on, formation, this is the thing what you're supposed to check. I'm not that strong here, so please just don't judge me about that. I still got time. I still want to play long. So this is the thing, but you guys see how close this is. The beginning actually going to help you with your economy, so you can do that. Training, so that's you need it as well. And then you got first two formations. So you're not using all the time those formations, but it might help you a lot. I think those basic ones you're supposed to do it anyway. You know, even if you don't have the troops for later, you might stack. If I didn't do, for example, this part of the research before, and I stuck with something bigger and longer, then I might suffer, you know, if I want to lead the rallies. Okay, so this is the formation. You can see yourself and a spearman and infantry. So if somebody wanted to attack you right here with the infantry, then you have infantry behind. But this is a little bit silly, but if you're gonna have somebody gonna attack you with cavalry and spearmen behind them, so this is the thing what you might use it and be happy with that. Okay, so the more you get, all this stuff is better for you. And then later there are another ones. I haven't done this yet, but this is another setup which you might be interested in. And of course there is far more kind of stuff for your troops. Don't forget, then you have to look on commandership as well, because there is plenty of research which you need for your camps. You can see that I'm very low level right now. I'm a little bit behind in some of the things because I love to attack the rebel leaders. So instead of doing this, I was doing the rebel leaders expedition research. But this is the stuff which make you very, very much easier life. So like I said before, then was the marching time was quite long. It was over 8 minutes to get to the camp. So here is, you might save your marching speed. So this is it. This is what you want to do if you want to have faster going and return from for that camp. Okay, here is a very clear expedition army size. I'm not sure why they putting the cross here. They're supposed to place some different icon, but this is it. You always read. Okay, so army size. So if you want a bigger your rallies going fast march again, this is the rally expedition army march. So this is very weird. Marching speed, rally, whatever, is all helpful. And here is more. Okay, the attack, the life, the defense of your troops. This is all very useful and is helping for all time on your game, because we do really doing this every single day. You're attacking the camps. You think almost every single day you're attacking now the dragons. Every time you're doing and trying to get stronger than other player. And the situation, like I mentioned, with other players is if they online, if they're ready for fight, if they are stronger or not. Sometimes you can be a little bit weaker in power. For example, 70 million can attack 100 million power because of the mistake what one or another player might do. If he's gonna be, for example, in different setup. So, for example, you're gonna have a big power, more army than you do, but you're gonna get in the gathering, for example, gathering gear for his main lord. He might have something else, different setup out there, But what you can do, your advantage gonna be you and your teammate making the correct rally. So if you're gonna see the infantry on the front in on that castle, that's what you're gonna try to hit him hard with cavalry. But if you're gonna have spears behind, then make sure you're gonna send maybe some infantry with that cavalry. So just to make some stuff up. With the dragon, the thing is to send cavalry and spears are the best against the dragon so far. But if your commanders are very weak for the cavalry, maybe someone else from your team is supposed to do the rally, not you. If you are very strong with infantry, try to do the rally on a lower level of dragon, because there is really no point, like we got right now, there is no point to do the rallies against the level 5 of the dragon, because there's absolutely waste of troops, waste of time, waste of troops, waste of endurance. The rewards are random and very cool on each level. I got essence from the dragon from level 1. I just get a little bit lucky, but it happens. Okay, level 2 and 3 also can get you nice rewards. You don't have to rush for the stronger dragon. I've seen it that in other realm, other team. Too hard, pushing out. Got only T3, little of them. Most of the troops, or most of the teammates got only T1 and T2, and just pushing hard to do the rally against a dragon from level 4, and they get crushed, and the bait get lost really because wasted, you know. So try to do all this stuff this way. If I made any mistake in this video, of course you can remind me in the comments below what you think. If you actually like the video like this, if you want more videos like this, if you have any kind of question related to this game, that just go straight ahead and place your comment. For all the likes, I very much appreciate. You can share the video in the social media, or invite more people to my channel, because I'm creating more videos from Game of Thrones. This is really nice game. One more thing what I can tell you about creating those rallies. Castle can make a big difference, and I will show you one of them. I don't own that castle like that. I won on the event just for a few days, so I just keep it for the future. I don't need it right now, but this is very cool. This is the rally army attack bonus 10%, increased defense for all the rally troops 10%. The area allies army defense, but this is actually doesn't matter. The first two are very cool for the rally and for the troops on that rally. Okay, and the army size and the rally size expansion. So this is what you own on the left side. As long as you got that castle owned, not shop owned, that all those left side bonuses count. If you don't have this castle, then I'm very sorry. I wish to have it permanent as well. But still, if I'm gonna use it, I definitely want to use this on the rallies. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I didn't see any better one, unless there are some, you know, crazy expensive castles. But this is what you need. This is what I need. Very cool, very helpful. Gonna use it like plenty of times. I hope we all will have a chance to win that. Of course, if I will have a chance to speak with any devs or something, I will do so, and I'm gonna ask about those castles again in some events. Of course, never know if they're gonna listen to any of my advice. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Let's not forget, guys, we are all one big GoTWiC family. We are all in here together. We are all playing together. We are planning to play as long as possible, I think. So I really appreciate less spammers on some of the chats, and a few things I think was supposed to be changed in the chat, by the way. The local chat, I think, supposed to replace the name with the world chat. I think that's supposed to be you know, different, because the local chat's supposed to be inside the realm and the world chat's supposed to be with everyone else, but they actually made a big mistake, I think, with that. I'm very appreciate how the local chat is working, far more better than before, but still is a bit crappy here. I really appreciate all the communication with other players on that. It's very cool, but I think the devs were supposed to change the name for it. This is just extra. Of course, it's also very sad when some of our members, GoTWiC family members, actually passing away. It happens. It happened to me during my game. Then we did lost few players. So just be grateful what the time we have. I hope you all guys all safe from the virus and stay home and playing GoTWiC and having good time. So also less argues on that chat. Very much appreciate all this, and of course hopefully to see you on my next video. Take care.